Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. So this session looks like we're going to be hunting down and trying to find some dragoons to help us fight the Empire. And we now have a pirate ship and a pirate on our team, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that's all going to work out. So yeah, let's get started. I did double check and they definitely said not to go to the tropical island just yet. I mean, I guess you can, but I'm not wanting to find out the hard way that that's not the best idea. Ooh, sea snake. This is cool. Her name just pronounced Layla. I think I think that looks like the right pronunciation. Man, these things hit pretty hard. Really should just given Guy a high potion. That wasn't a waste of a potion, but that's okay. Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm just going to individually target them just because it does so much damage that way. Yeah, see, her stamina is already 19, so they expect her to gain some hit points pretty quick. Whoa. Try doing some melee attacks and see how that works out. Yeah, they're made of pretty tough stuff. So is it fire that they're weak to? Is that what I'm picking up on here? we go. Yeah, we should start seeing her hit points accelerate pretty quick. Her max hit points, kind of like we did with Gordon. Yeah, I want to go see what those are weak to, just so I'm using the right thing. Are they really like near the top, or did I just go right past them? Wow. The one time I go into the reversed order is when that shouldn't have done that. So they're weak to poison. Which I think I've got the right spell for that. Cool. Yeah, once I went to the tropical island and it was the wrong spot, I just looked up where I needed to go. Go away! Don't come any closer. Okay. Nice to meet you, kid. You look like a kid, at least. Yeah, child. I'm gonna tell my mom. You do that. Ooh, a cottage. Nice. I'll open those in a second, but I think I see a chest in the picture here. A unicorn horn. What the heck does that do? A horn that cures status ailments that wear off after battle. It has the same effect as Basuna. Okay. Should prove useful. A stun tome, a stop tome, and a curse tome. Hello. Okay, hold on. What magic do we have here? So we have... Okay, she doesn't have stop and curse, so let's go ahead and teach her those. Okay, so stop just says alters the flow of time. Curse says inflicts curse. I don't know what curse does, though. You can customize the spells. Oh my gosh, sorry. Let me fix this then. Custom. Ah, so much better. Okay, let's do this now. Cure and life next to each other. Then shell and protect next to each other. And then teleport kind of be on its own. And then fire and thunder and blizzard are next to each other. Oh man, I'm so happy. I really need to learn how to slow down, which is something I typically do. I think I'm just excited when I play this game. You know, knowing that I'm recording for an audience, that I just get so giddy and excited, and I don't think as much as I should. And so I get used to just, you know, choo-choo on through a little bit more than I should. Okay, let's custom. We'll put cure here, and then we'll put that there. Awesome. That makes me so happy. Whoa, lots of treasure. Mallet, a winged sword, cross, Saint's Spirit, antidote, Sage's Wisdom, eye drops, and gold needle. Holy moly. Well, let's just sort by custom real quick, or by items. Okay, let's see what these are. Sage's Wisdom, a stone that maximizes intellect. A crystal that maximizes spirit. Okay, I'm wondering how do I use that then? Do I use it in battle? We'll have to see. I'm curious. Okay, and then we have a winged sword. So it's a sword that's effective against flying enemies. Okay. Well, does it do more damage too? Yeah, let's do that. Let's put a wing sword on there. You're saying that's the optimal build for her? I'll let you try. We'll see how that works out for me. Does that mean that I guarantee it to level up in the combat? That's what I'm curious about. Well, the music here. Okay, so that's the other way down. And we've already opened up that chest, so... Whoa. Let's go talk to Mom real quick. I hope my son hasn't caused you any trouble. If he has, I do apologize. My husband was a dragoon. The Imperial soldiers killed him along with the rest. My son and I are the only two left. In the room behind us is the last surviving wyvern. It seems to be trying to tell us something, but I cannot speak its tongue. If only we had one of the pendants, we would be able to understand it. The Cavern of Wyverns lies to the north of this castle. The cavern may hold one of the pendants that allows one to speak the wyvern's language. Okay, so I want to ask her about wyverns some more. The dragoons fought valiantly, but the Empire knows no honor. They poisoned the wyvern's water. The wyverns writhed in agony until their last breath. With their wyverns dead, the dragoons were picked off one by one by the Empire. That's screwed up. Okay, she says the same thing regardless of which one. Okay, so we need to go north and go find a pendant so we can talk to this dragoon. Or this wyvern. Sisyara. Hira. Okay. Well, let's go north. Good items in here. It's nice just to be able to walk around somewhere without having to fight. You know, just to get to explore for a little bit. Alright, to the north. Does she have... I feel like I gave somebody a poison ability. I wish I would organize it here, too. We'll focus fire on these. Gotta level up fire somehow. Full send. There we go. There we go. We got fire leveled up for Guy and Furion. And some NP leveling up. Good stuff. Yeah, we really need her to level up staff. Okay, we're in the cavern. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, already starting with some ogre mages, huh? The joys of sleeping and forgetting immediately what the weaknesses are of some of these things. Well, that'll work. Well, I seem to have remembered most of it. Ooh, a mithril mace and a blind tome. Doesn't she know? She doesn't know blind yet, so we'll teach her that too. Let's see. Whip. Okay. Just making sure. You come across the remains of a dragoon. Something nearby on the ground catches your eye. Ooh, we found the pendant. Hate that we had to find a dead dragoon, though. I want to explore more before I leave, though. Oh, 2 of these? Oh, boy. Okay. Let's protect the team. If I remember correctly, they didn't have much of a resistance to anything. Let's see if we can blind them. Let's berserk the team. Nice. Good waste of that turn. 100 is a lot, but that's better than like 200 or 300. So I think that's what it's been before. Let me curse them, see what happens. I'm just playing around and learning those spells. Blinding didn't work, so let's just fire them up. Made to put Layla on potion duty. Well, one of them got cursed. I'm curious. I want to look this up before I burn up this thing. So Saint Spirit. Let's take a look what that does real quick. It sets the user's spirit to 99 for the duration of the encounter. Okay, cool. So it just makes... Okay, so that's good to say for, like, maybe even the final encounter. Because is that a unique item? Yeah, it looks like there's only a few places you can find it. So I don't... now we know what that is, though. I'm glad that we figured that out. Let's give her a potion. Alright, let's start going more aggro now. Alright, we got one down. Let's give her some ether so she can start using her thunder again. Is there high ether in this game? What kind of damage output can I do for physical there? I'm going to try that out real quick. Yeah, not great. Need to focus on magic still. Nice. Sweet, we got Cure up and then Sword and Staff up for Layla. MP up. Lots of stat, but yeah, Maria got, and Guy, yes, good stuff, and 750 gil to walk out from. You brought the whole squad, huh? All right, let's just do some AOE here. Yeah, that never gets old. Let's get Furion back up to full hit points here. Let's see, let me come back. I'm gonna go talk to the wyvern first. Let's see if the pendant works. Because what I don't want to do is run around there and realize that I should have had that with me, right? Because it gave it to me so quickly. What the heck happened to Furion? I thought I completely healed him up. That's weird. I didn't see a status effect on him. Is there a status effect on him? That's weird. Why does his HP start so low then? But anyways, I want to make sure that I don't go down through the entire dungeon and realize I should have talked to the wyvern first, since they gave the pendant to me so early. I feel like I need to go talk to the wyvern. We seek your aid in destroying the Empire, our common foe. Will you help us? The Empire's poison already courses through my veins. I will not escape the fate that befell my brood. We'll ask about the wyverns. I have one last request to make of you. Take this egg to the cavern north of here and submerge in the life spring. I'm so glad I came back. It is the last remaining wyvern egg. If it is not submerged in the life spring soon, it will wither and die. The egg, the last of the wyverns, take it to the life spring, I beg you. Man, why does everybody gotta die on us? That stinks. Let me die in peace. Stop talking to me. That's brutal. I heard that the lowermost chambers of the cavern hold this life spring, the place where the wyverns used as a hatchery. He's sound asleep right now. My mom says he's gonna die soon, but that's not true, is it? Don't get your hopes up, kid. Let's actually use up a cottage here before we go in so we can get all that MP maxed out again. Nice and cozy. We'll do a quick save. By quick, I mean a normal one. Oh boy. I mean, at least we're doing pretty good damage with these spells. Nice. Got Thunder leveled up to 4, I think? No, it was already 4. I think it's 5 now. Oh, please don't tell me these things absorb magic. I'm just gonna go full send melee and see what happens here. Yeah, it looks like they don't like magic because they're taking a beating from physical attacks. Good stuff. Level 5 Thunder. Wonder what the max level is on these. I mean, whenever I cast that ice spell, it said 16. So I wonder if that's the highest level. Very nice. Ooh, we finally got fire leveled up there from Maria. Let's do a team-wide cure, and I really want to see what this big fire looks like. Oh yeah, that looks cool. Mithril armor. Let's see if anybody needs that. Yeah, suboptimal for us now. I kind of want to... No, let's just keep leveling up fire. We'll start focusing on Blizzard for Guy, though. Very nice. Sweet, we got Protected Blizzard up. That's kind of what I was hoping that would happen. But let's get... No, let's keep working on leveling up Cure here. Awesome. Guy's over 1,000 max HP. That is so cool. No treasure chest there. I feel like that's just overkill. I know they do physical damage, but I'm just trying to level that up. Green souls. Let's do melee attacks first to see. Seems to be sufficient enough. Mage's Staff. No, don't take away that. What was he? I forgot what he had already. Mithril Sword and Mithril Axe, right? Yeah, let her have the Mage's Staff. Dual-wielding staves. to Ogre Chiefs. Revenants, okay. Holy moly, they hit hard. Wait, doesn't somebody else know life? No, not her. I'm trying to remember what the Adamantoise is weak against. I mean, y'all want to hit Guy, that's perfect, because he has the most HP. Alright, ice is the weakness. Perfect. Dang, good hits on that first one. I love how I've slowly turned Guy into a black mage also. I'll use it anyways. Just to work on leveling it up. Intellect going up. HP. All the goodies. Ooh, Knight's armor. Heck yeah. Ooh, another flame bow. Do they still think the two staffs are better, though? Flame bow. Okay, let's try it, because that was one of our better skills anyways. Okay, cool. We can use that as a thunder spell. Good to know. I'm happy to take hits. Get that HP up. Oh, sweet. Let's teach Blizzard to Layla. Actually, let's do a quick sort. Man, getting a lot of tomes from these battles. I'm guessing I'm getting those from the ogre mages. Oh boy, these things hit hard. It looks like they're doing a percentage of damage, not just X amount of, like, a solid number. I gotta remember she has a fire bow, so I can do fire damage that way. Well, their HP is going to go up a lot there. Man, I hate getting ambushed by these things. Yeah, it's percentage based. There's no way they're just doing a certain number. If they're doing that much to Guy. Let's do a quick save. Goodbye. Man, this place has got some tricky navigation things going on here. Because we saw where the spring is supposed to be, but we're supposed to find a way to walk down there, I guess, and not just fall down there. Or fall down from a different location, maybe? Okay, because we're back on the first floor now. At least we're getting a lot of gil. Yeah, we got 50,000 to spend, so either really good magic or just stock up on our items too. It's cool to see having over 1,000 hit points with a guy. I was just about to ask if anything would level up this time around, and we got Blizzard leveled up, so I'm happy with that. Got a lot of tomes to sell too, so that's even more money to cash in on. Okay, because we were here last time. Let's see what we need to do to get to the right spot here. I want to use Blizzard to level up for Layla, but not on these, because it'll absorb if I remember correctly. That's such a mass wipe through curing is nice. Really should just have them specialize in the spell, maybe. I'm not sure. There's so many different ways, based off the mechanics of this game, that you could really play this. I'm not worried about spending so much on Ether, considering how much gil that we have now. I feel like I could just have him do that and the rest of them defend. Because he's just... I mean, he's doing at least 100 to each of them, and that's more than enough, right? Okay, so a Ghast has a little bit more resistance. Or more HP, I should say. Probably not much. Mithril Helm. Looks like her gold hairpin's better. Sweet. Still a treasure to sell. That's what I think about that. Is there a way to go down this other way? Because the last time we went down that way, it wasn't, I mean, it wasn't ideal. It put us in a place where we had to cross a bridge, and we fell the wrong way. So I want to see if this way is better. Be cool to walk longer than 2 feet before fighting something else again. Sweet, got fire leveled up for Furion and Guy. Pretty happy about that. Okay, so now we're on the other side of the bridge and fighting something again. That looks so cool. So I'm wondering if it's every 2 levels, does it have a newer animation? Sweet, we got Thunder leveled up. A mithril shield. I'm not using shields right now. I do appreciate how the hill Gigas, or Gigas, whatever, you know, it seems a lot tougher than the last one. Like, when I see something that looks big like that physically, I expect it to be tougher to fight, you know, visually at least. You know, for those who play Magic the Gathering, that's kind of like when you see a creature with wings, but it doesn't have flying. You're sitting there wondering, like, why does it not have flying? It's so confusing. So, you know, the mechanics match the design. Okay, that bridge looks whole. I know these giants are about to start throwing hands, so I'm going to protect out. We got a longer fight. Giant's helm. Whoa. Yes, please. I'm gonna start meleeing them just to see what kind of damage output I can get out of these guys. Because I'm burning through a lot of MP. And I've got Ether, but I don't know what's going to be next. Yeah, his weapons are good. I wonder if they're resilient to slashing, piercing type weapons. Yeah, I've got to invest in the magic attacks here. I was wondering if the little sheriff was going to be back. Goodness gracious. A lot of stuff gets leveled up, though. I mean, they're tough and they're kind of annoying because I keep fighting them so often. But they do reward you appropriately, I think, for your time. It was nice not to see a hill giant there. I know it's Gigas, but I'm just gonna start saying giant. $800 damage. Be healed. Jeez, man. You can die now. Acid file. Okay, cool. Opening door number 1. More revenants. Wow, I got to actually go look through a different door real quick. That was awesome. Okay. That is a boss. Looks like a chimera of some kind. Let's do one more ether. Let's get at least... Dude, just let me fight the boss. Chimera after egg. That'd be right, guy. 4 chimera after egg. Okay, well that was already painful. Let's do this. Let's do a protect for the team, and then we'll do a shell after that. We'll start testing the water, so what they're weak towards here. So let's start with... We'll start with fire. Let's actually do fire, and let's do ice on another. And then she is going to high potion Furion. How does Blizzard do? Not bad. Fire, pretty good too. Alright, let's use Shell. Let's test out Thunder. I'm gonna do a full melee send here. Okay, so not... Furion can do some good melee, but not the rest of the team. They need to stick with their magic. I like the music. Like that has that chanting sound, but also like you can hear the electric guitar in the background too. Heck yeah. Everybody gets bonuses. The wyvern egg sinks gently to the bottom of the spring. Okay. So what I want to do is like teleport out, but I'm double checking that on the guide that I have, just in case I don't want to make the wrong move. Okay, good. Teleporting out was the right thought process, it says. Toodles. Always feels good when you've been in a dungeon for so long to have the overworld background. Let's go see what they have to say. The last living wyvern's dead, but the egg you placed in the spring remains. Someday it will hatch, and the wyvern will spread its great wings and soar through the sky for the rebels. The wyverns can't thank you for what you've done, so allow me to do so in their place. We are grateful. She sobs. The wyvern, it's dead? Guess Phoenix Downs don't work on them too. Well, I mean, we've done our thing with the dragoons, so I guess it's time to go back to... I'd say the princess, but she's in her weird little hee-hee state, so I'm assuming I need to talk to Gordon then. So, back to Altair. I like the way the sea snakes look. Pretty cool. Onward and upward, which will make me downward again. At least at sea you can go quite a ways before you have to fight something. Just felt like in that last dungeon, every 2 seconds I was having something coming after me. But that was such a waste of thunder right there. Never mind, she leveled it up, so not a waste at all. What are you talking about? Oh no, not hornets. First, let's go to the inn. And then the item shop. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Major staff will keep. All right. Haven't needed to use these yet. We can go ahead and stock up to be safe. Let's get to where we're at 30 with each of these. We'll be 19 with these. Or 50 total. Gotta buy 19 each. Man, that's wild that it's 50,000. But then again, I think in the first game you can only find it in a few places, where here you can actually buy it. So let's do a few places for the cottage. Let's do like, yeah, and then let's just go ham on ether, because I'm finding enough like gear on my own, weapons and stuff. Now magic we'll have to save up and invest for, but we can grind some higher level monsters. But I'd rather be prepared instead of being underprepared, or overprepared instead of underprepared, because you never know what kind of dungeon's going to throw something your way. And nothing's worse than like finding out in like a level 3 where you really needed something. Hilda's been acting very strange lately. I try to speak to her and all she does is laugh. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought that was weird. Could the king's death have disturbed her so deeply? I just don't know what I can do to help her. Would you try speaking to her for me? Yeah, I'm just so glad that I wasn't the only one who felt weirded out by that. Furion, there's something I'd like to discuss with you. We'll be waiting outside. Come to me, Furion. This is so weird. Your Highness? Why are you just standing there? I don't enjoy being teased. Now you're mine, Furion. What have you done with the princess? What the heck? Not so fast, you scurvy sneak. Well. Ooh, a Lamia queen. See, talk about being prepared for things that you don't know about. This perfect example. Sleep's gonna have to wear off at some point. Okay, good. Before Maria just starts nuking us. That was a cool surprise, though. The Protect Ring. Alright. Layla, just how much of that did you see? That was funny. Enough to know you shouldn't be letting your guard down around fetching a lady's essay. Where, real princess? I have terrible news. We've just heard a tournament is being held in Palamesia, and Princess Hilda is the prize. I'm coming with you. I want to help you rescue Hilda. Don't worry, I know just how you feel, Captain. Me and the boys that manage our army, I run a tight ship. No need to fret over us. Alright, so Gordon's back in the army, or the party. Okay. That was an experience. Her health is pretty good. I'll cash in I don't want to go into the end right now. Got Gordon back. Let's see, what kind of equipment do we need to give him? Time for him to learn the bow, I guess. Probably should be asking around where Palmacia is. I mean, I could just look it up, but I want to try to find out. Okay, hold on. Palmacia, it lies far to the south of Kashuan. The monsters living in the Palmacian desert are said to be very tough, so be careful. Good to know. Okay, so south of Kashuan Keep. Alright, well, I think that's actually a good place to stop. We've been playing for a while now. But I'm really happy with that session. I mean, it was a bit of a... It felt grindier than it has been this whole game, going through that dungeon. I guess it's just because the combat was so frequent, and we were having to fight things that had huge chunks of HP. So it just made it feel much longer, and it was just so often. But it is... feels good that we had the Wyvern Egg, so I'm curious to see how that pays off in the story later on, and then onward to the tournament or whatever at Palmacia. So we'll do that in the next session. So thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until I see you again, I hope that you have a blessed day.